The crazy thing is the brain processes 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. And there's a percentage of those thoughts that are in a pattern of ongoing repetitive thinking cycles. And this pattern has been solidified. But the great news is it can be changed and transformed in an instant. It's just a matter of acknowledging that it needs to be changed. So when you wake up every morning, you are thinking in the patterns that you typically think. You may be getting some new signals and thinking some new thoughts, but for the most part, you have a underlying themed way of thinking, and you are thinking yourself into the same life every single day. You're thinking yourself into the same circumstances, maybe of circumstances of lack or poverty, maybe thinking yourself into the same circumstances of failed relationships or situationships, thinking yourself into disfavor, thinking yourself into feeling inferior to others. The list goes on and on about all of the ways that we as humans can think ourselves into the same reality every single day and then be so frustrated and feel victims of our reality, not realizing that it's our thought patterns that are creating the same reality, because we're not thinking excellent and praiseworthy things about ourselves. And it gets even crazier because every time you think a thought, it's like a drop into this pond and it ripples into your body and it actually starts to release chemicals in your body. And I'm sure you've heard this before. And we can release hormones and chemicals like cortisol, which is a stress hormone, or adrenaline, which is a stress hormone, and negative chemicals in our body. But we can also produce positive chemicals like dopamine and endorphins and other things that give us positive energy and make us feel good. So fearful, doubtful, stressful thoughts, anxious thoughts, they release a certain chemical cocktail. And what happens when we consume cocktails every single day, all the time, habitually? We become addicted to the cocktail. Just like you can become addicted to drinking alcohol, you can also become addicted to the chemical cocktail that continues to be released in your body. So not only are you thinking these thoughts in a patterned way, but now you are dependent on this addiction to these chemicals that have been released in your body. So this is why maybe if you've tried positive affirmations before, you feel a resistance in your body. That's because a withdrawal is happening and a chemical addiction, a dependence that you've had, is being interrupted. But in this 3-step strategy I'm going to show you how you can override this withdrawal so that you can kick this chemical addiction for good.